Hi, I'm back again with another lesson in EVS 1 for Standard 4. In our previous lesson, we learned about the different storage of water. Yes, water is very essential and we must use it carefully. In our today's lesson, Water Safe for Drinking, we shall learn how water is an excellent solvent. Now let's try this experiment. Here are few substances what we have taken, like sugar, common salt, honey, baking soda, powdered alum, sand, wheat flour, turmeric powder and oil.
Take a glass half filled with water.
Now first we will mix the sugar in it. Stir it. Same way we will do with the other substances. Each time when you do the experiment, you will wash and take a clean glass. Now we will add the next substance, that is salt, and again stir it. Next substance, honey.
Now take baking soda, put it in water and stir it. Now the next substance is powdered alum. Put it in water and stir it.
Sand. Wheat flour. Turmeric powder, oil, so through this experiment we came to know that there are few substances which got dissolved in water and few have not got dissolved in water. Like if you see, sugar, salt, honey, baking soda, powdered alum have got dissolved in water. and have changed the color of the water. But sand is got deposited down at the bottom and the water is on top. So it is not got dissolved in water. Wheat flour, turmeric powder and oil, they are also not got mixed along with the water. So some substances dissolve in water while some substances do not. Now the new term which we have learned is solution. When a substance dissolves in water, a mixture of that substance and water is formed. This mixture is called the solution of that substance. For example, if we are given sugar and we are told to dissolve it along with water. So sugar is the solute, water is the solvent, and when we mix both together we get a sugar solution which is sweet. So solvent means a substance in which other substances dissolve. Many things dissolve in water. If someone gets loose motions, we give them a solution of salt and sugar to drink. This solution is called ORS or oral rehydration solution. A patient in a hospital is sometimes put on saline, that is, on a solution of salt in water. Sometimes other medicines may also be given through saline. Now these were the examples of useful solutions. Do you know? Seawater is salty to taste because it's a solution of salt that occurs naturally. Seawater cannot be used for drinking. Water of different wells may have different taste. Why is it so? Some substances from the ground dissolve in the water. They give a taste to the well water. But if there is nothing dissolved in water, it has no taste. Now this is a soda water bottle. Now let's see when we open the lid what happens. So bubbles fizz out of it. To make soda water, a gas called carbon dioxide is dissolved in water under pressure. When the lid is removed, the pressure reduces and the gas bubbles out. Now let's try this experiment. Fill a large container with water. Collect the following articles: a plastic ruler, an eraser, a pencil, a sharpener, a rubber band, the compass, a steel spoon, a plastic spoon, iron nail, a coin, and soil. put these things in the water and see whether each of them sinks or floats. So, in this, few things sink to the bottom while few are still floating on top. So what does this tell us? Some things float on water while some things sink in it. Now, through our experiment, we saw the things that float are a plastic ruler, a rubber band, a pencil, a plastic spoon, and things that sink are an eraser, a sharpener, the compass, a steel spoon, nail, coin, and soil. So, the things that float are lighter than water. The things that sink are heavier than water. Now let's try one more experiment. Take some water in a glass and add some sand or soil to it. Add some leaves and twigs to it. Now allow it to settle for 4 to 5 hours. What do you see? The particles of soil sink in the water and form a layer of sediment at the bottom, but twigs and other rubbish float on the water. It takes a long time for the sediment to form. What does this tell us? Particles of soil are heavier than water. But because they are very small, they take a long time to settle to the bottom of the water. Leaves, twigs, etc. are lighter than water. Now the water appears much clearer and transparent than it was. The process of allowing heavier particles to settle to the bottom of still water is called settling. Try this. Take a piece of alum and swirl it once in the water . Now leave this glass undisturbed for 2 or 3 hours. What do you see? The particles floating in water slowly settle to the bottom, and the water in the upper part becomes transparent. The twigs, leaves, etc. still keep floating on the water. What does this tell us? Swirling alum in water helps the soil particles in muddy water to settle down. Place a tea strainer over it. Fold a piece of fine cotton cloth. Make it moist and spread it over the strainer. Now pour the water in beaker. what will you see? The rubbish and soil particles remain on the cloth. The water collects in the glass below. It looks transparent. What does this tell us? If we strain muddy water, it helps to make it clean. This process is called filtration. After doing all these experiments, throw the water into the soil and don't forget to wash your hands with soap and clean water. Now we shall understand water safe for drinking, that is potable water. Water that does not endanger our health in any way when we drink it is called safe drinking water or potable water. Drinking water must be safe for our health. Pure water has no taste, smell or color. If water has a color or a foul smell, one must avoid drinking it. It can make us ill. When we get muddy water during the rains, we allow it to settle before using it. If necessary, we use alum or we filter the water. Its muddiness disappears and the water looks clean and transparent. Now we shall learn the new terms. Micro, which means very, very small. Organism means a living thing. And microorganism means a living thing that cannot be seen by the naked eye or even with a magnifying glass. Microscope, an instrument for looking at very small things which we cannot see with our eyes. Do you know, if we take a bit of yogurt and place it under a microscope, we see very tiny living things in it. They are called microorganisms. These microorganisms convert milk into yogurt. They are useful for us. But all microorganisms are not useful. Some microorganisms cause diseases when they enter our body. They are said to be harmful microorganisms. There are numerous kinds of microorganisms around us. They are in the soil, in water, in air, on rocks, that is anywhere and everywhere. Even if harmful, microorganisms are present in water. We are not able to see them. Now, though the microorganisms looks transparent, they won't be safe for drinking. You may know that during the rainy season, we often hear of an outbreak of diarrhea or gastritis. At such times, we need to boil the water that has been cleaned by settling and filtration. Only then does it become safe for drinking. So, it is necessary to have safe water for drinking. Boiling the water kills the microorganisms in it and prevents diseases. Hope you'll have understood the lesson and enjoyed watching the video along with the experiments. Do try it. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, like and share, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.